Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with the latest edition of FLEXpectations. We're out every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. to look ahead to the weekend's boxing action. And no, you don't need to adjust your set or whatever you use to watch your videos on. We have this week, for only I think the second time in FLEXpectations history, got a co-host in Josh Goodwin. Josh, how you doing?
I'm good, yourself?
I'm very good. Now, Josh doesn't like to brag about this, but there's one very important thing that Josh has in common with Floyd Mayweather. Josh, do you want to tell everyone what that is?
I'm a retired, undefeated professional boxer.
Josh, indeed, retired as an undefeated professional boxer. He's got a huge mark that may never be surpassed of 1-0.
Exactly.
And I watched the fight, it was very good. Kevin Campion deserves great credit for finding the opponent as well, I think it's fair to say.
Got me skinny, got me right opponent, so I can't complain. Done well.
But Josh is also a promoter, of course, as is his whole family. It's a bit of a family business, exactly. Goodwin Boxing Promotions. And the reason we've got Josh on today, not just because we like the cut of his jib, but because Goodwins have got a great 3-title fight show taking place this Saturday at York Hall in Bethnal Green. And we're here at BT Studios to talk about that, as this is FLEXpectations. We're looking ahead. And I've got to say, the main event, the cruiserweight clash between Wadi Camacho and Deion Jumah, is incredibly intriguing fight in my view.
Yeah, it's a true crossroads fight. Obviously, Wadi's been there, Commonwealth champion, Southern Area champion. Obviously fought Lawrence Cody, been on Sky multiple times. And Deion was a terrific amateur. I think he won 22 out of 23 amateurs, 2-time ABA champion. Obviously undefeated as a pro, come up from like heavyweight. Used to be signed with the Sowlands. Big punching southpaw, and obviously Wadi's southpaw. So yeah, if Wadi loses, I think could be retirement. If Deion doesn't win, he's got to go back to the drawing board.
I'm not sure I can see Wadi retiring. He's one of these fighters that keeps getting recycled, doesn't he? And I think, he's still got that love for the sport. But talking about Deion Jumah, you mentioned that he's a great amateur, of course, worked with the Sowlands previously. It's been a bit of a stop-start career for him. How much has he been kind of knocking on your door and your dad's door to get an opportunity like this?
He's been desperate for a big fight for probably the last year now. But obviously he's had a few injuries over the years, but yeah, he's fully fit, ready to go now.
And is it a case of Wadi's kind of unorthodox skills and power against Deion's more traditional boxing skills, it's fair to say?
I think that's spot on. But yeah, Wadi's been there, done that. He's got far more experience than Deion has as a pro, so that's why it's such an interesting fight.
We've also got a big rematch on the bill between Kay Prosper and Sam O'Maison. Yeah. Just tell us first of all, before we go into the rematch, what did you make of the first fight?
It was a really close fight. I had Kay just nicking it by a round or two, but I don't think you can complain about a draw. Both Sam and Kay are both big punchers, so it's one of those fights you don't know what's going to happen. Sam's just really strong, come forward, a jab is like a rocket. But yeah, Kay's more of the boxer, so it's an interesting fight again.
Is it one of those where whoever wins, because you talked about the crossroads element of Deion Jumah against Wadi Camacho, but is this one of those where the winner can go on to bigger and better things? It's kind of a platform between Prosper and O'Maison.
Yeah, 100%. I think the winner of this fight will be looking to get the British title shot within the next 12 months as well, so it's a must-win fight for both.
Who is British champion at that weight at the moment? Remind us.
I think it's vacant.
So even better, even more likely then.
Exactly.
Other title fight on the bill, we don't want to forget that one, of course, features Jack Budge, someone who I've been watching quite closely so far. Just tell us, he's up against I'm not going to do it because I know you want to do it. It's your favourite boxing nickname company, Ramez Mahmood.
Yep. The math magician, maths teacher, so a very bright man. Yeah, he's fighting Jack Budge. I think he's had 4 or 5 and Ramez is 8, so it's a good early in their career fight. So whoever loses in that fight, it's not the end of the career, they can come again. So it's, again, a really interesting fight.
As you pointed out off camera earlier, he's a very bright man, he's a maths teacher, very intelligent. Why is he boxing, I think was what you said. And I kind of agree with you to an extent, although I did point out teachers probably don't get paid that much. But why is he boxing? From your discussions with him, where does his passion come from?
He loves it. He just loves training, loves fighting, he enjoys it. He's managed by Mickey and Moo, so yeah, they've got a good team. But yeah, he just loves fighting and training, he says.
Just while we've got you here, Goodwin Boxing regularly packs out York Hall, sells the place out, puts together these kind of stacked shows, which we all love, and then the ticket sellers on the undercard who've got the platform to build their own careers, which I'm sure they massively appreciate, even when they move on later on, some of them. What's the future for Goodwin Boxing? Is it just carrying on with what you're doing? Is there other elements in play that you want to go on to?
Obviously, the big thing in promoting is you want to get some form of TV deal, whether it be a streaming platform with Sky, BT. That's the next aim. It's a big leap from what we're doing. Seconds out. You never know what could happen in the future. So yeah, that's what we want to do. Even if it's like an Amazon Prime, in Netflix or a DAZN, that's our aim one day. That's what we want to do.
And what about personally? I know you're doing your financial advisor exams at the moment. We wish you the best of luck with those. But will we ever see you in the squared circle again? Not just raising boxers' arms, but actually competing?
This can be an exclusive for you guys, but I'm officially retired. Never again.
This is your official retirement. I feel like I should have bought you a clock or something. You know?
I've never said it before, but I will never fight again.
Right, well, we look forward to watching you promote events rather than take part in them, and also, you know, going forward in your own career. We really appreciate your time. And this has been FLEXpectations, of course. We can't promise we'll have a man like Josh Goodwin every week, unfortunately, but I hope that doesn't stop you tuning in to watch me on my own. I'll be back next week 4:30 p.m. with FLEXpectations, and here with Reflections, where we'll probably look back on Josh's show on Monday at 4:30 p.m. too. Thank you.